Hello food fans, going to have a nice low-cost lunch type meal today, and it's a frozen food meal. It's chicken strips. This is Banquet chicken strips. Cost about $1.25 at the supermarket. Sometimes they have them on sale for even less, and you get 9 ounces, 8.9 ounces of food there. And we're going to add some things to it to make it a little bit more special, more fun to eat. And it might come out costing $2 or even $2.25 by the time we're done, but it's going to be good. So let's get started. And it looks good, and it's hot. Keep the kids away from the microwave, keep the kids away from the stove. And we have, show you the first secret ingredient here, biscuits, which I cooked in a conventional oven. By the way, the cost of the meal, probably, and I like my biscuits burned, so cook the biscuits the way you like them. But the cost of the meal with the biscuits and a couple of other items over here comes to about $2.25, and it's going to be good. Take a bite of the biscuit. Crunchy outside, soft on the inside, the way I like it. We have macaroni and cheese, and we have corn, and we have chicken strips, and I'll show you the other secret ingredients here. Two other secret ingredients. Two kinds of salad. Potato salad and macaroni salad, so I get two kinds of macaroni. And this costs about $2.49, say $2.50 at Kroger. And to open it, I have to snap the corner here. And it comes off. The little corner part comes off. And probably scares everybody in the neighborhood. And the same with the macaroni. That was the potato salad. It is now ready. And now the macaroni salad is ready. And we'll talk a little bit about Hollywood also before the meal is over here. And I'll take a quick sip of root beer. Root beer. I get this root beer at Kroger, and let's try some of the Banquet chicken strips, I guess it's called. They have chicken nuggets and chicken strips, and they're both good meals, and the nuggets, I believe, come with a brownie, so it's especially good for $1.25. And the chicken tastes good. I'll take the top off of the macaroni salad. I'm going to take a sip, or take a taste. A little tiny trifle that I shall taste. Macaroni salad. And the macaroni salad and the potato salad each cost $2.49, and that's 1 pound. And I think I get about 10 servings from these small containers, and they taste good, they're low cost, and they add a lot to a meal, especially the frozen meals. If you're a bachelor or just two people perhaps, this is a very good way to have a nice tasting meal that certainly compares to restaurant meals, if you can find a restaurant that's open now. macaroni and cheese. Let's talk about Hollywood. Some of the merchandise items. YouTube is one site where a lot of the YouTubers, myself included, have merchandise, some of which is listed under each video. But having merch, as they now say, is not something new. It's not something that came along with YouTube and Facebook and whatever. If you look up images for Caruso, for example, C-A-R-U-S-O, he was an opera singer, the voice. You'll find that he promoted some items in places like the Sears Roebuck catalog. He promoted a tobacco product. He had things out there for people to buy. That, by the way, is what makes some movies extra special treats for the producers. Like, for example, the movie Star Wars. That generated its own box office, millions of dollars at the box office. In addition to that, it started a chain of movies, a lot of Star Wars movies. But in addition to that, the aftermarket, the things that they sold that were related to Star Wars. The greatest merchandiser, the greatest character that I know of who had objects for sale with his image on them was a non-existent, actually public domain character when it started. But after they licensed an image, it became a new version of the old copyright, of the old public domain character. That's Hopalong Cassidy. Hopalong Cassidy was a fictional cowboy, had popular movie series in the 1940s, 1950s. The character was played by William Boyd. And when I was a kid, you could buy Hopalong Cassidy gun and holster sets. You could buy Hopalong Cassidy hats. You could buy a Hopalong Cassidy comic book. They had Hopalong Cassidy radios. They had a Hopalong Cassidy bicycle. They had lots of Hopalong Cassidy, and a tent. They had a Hopalong Cassidy tent. So if you want to see some merchandising by different characters, look at cowboy movie stars of the 1940s and 1950s, and then look at merchandise. Good chicken, good chicken, good chicken, good chicken, good chicken, good chicken. A little bit more root beer. This is actually a very good meal, very filling. It'll be a big lunch with a small frozen meal. Just add a couple of easy ingredients. We still got one more ingredient to go, by the way, a secret dessert. Finish the corn. Product endorsements and merchandise goes back to the turn of the century, I guess especially when Sears Roebuck catalog started producing things like the Gene Autry songbook. That would be 1930s. But the Caruso items in the Sears Roebuck catalog would have been probably the teens. I think if I remember correctly, Caruso was in San Francisco in 1906 for the earthquake. I haven't looked that up to verify it, but I think that was where he was. Have another bite of the chicken. And one more. Get my secret dessert, which is low cost, 22 cents a cup pudding. This is chocolate. Get some pudding. I hope all of you are having good meals during this odd winter as we lead up to the holidays. Chocolate pudding. Mm-hmm. I'll finish this bottle of root beer. Root beer tastes good. Root beer's good. The pudding is good. The meal was good. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching.